Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Onechanbara. I'm your host TBC Gamer, and today's outfit is this guy. It's one of the dress-up outfits you can unlock by getting the achievements, and it's a little creepy zoomed in there, free look. You wanna reset the camera maybe? Alright. The later Onechanbara games also have free look, but they only do it when the game is paused. And this is actually a debugging tool left in by the developers. Like, it's a mistake. You know, it's totally not an excuse to let you try and get upskirt shots, because that is not what this game is for. Although I have to say, I really like this outfit. I mean, wacky jiggle physics aside, I think it's got a nice, simple aesthetic to it. And incidentally, you probably didn't see it when she faced the camera, but Aya's t-shirt says, "Cursed Devil Skin Maiden" across the chest. And I need to clean my sword. That wasn't cool, game. I don't think this is overreacting in the slightest. But with that said, I'm kind of a fan of disproportionate revenge. You know, you done goofed, now it's time to pay the piper. By the way, I mentioned in the last video how if I'd been designing level 7 or whatever it was, I would have made this area an arena. This arena fight is probably why the game designers didn't do that. The game is a little more fresh and less samey that way. Let's push on. And you know, something I like about this game, and it's a really subtle little thing, I don't know how well you can hear it over me, but whenever you are near an arena or a large number of zombies, there's this ambient howling and wailing noise in the background. And, you know, it's actually a really nice little bit of detail that you wouldn't necessarily expect. I mean, this game has also... Game, you are not doing yourself any favors by doing that. Okay? Here's me trying to talk you up, tell people you're not as bad as they might think, and you go and throw an obnoxious loading sequence at me. Or maybe two. Kind of forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, this game actually goes to surprising efforts to make sure each level has something new and not good. There we go, right. Step 1, clean my swords. I wonder, can I do the stinger like this? Nope, backing off. Man, I've been thrown off my groove now, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do one of these. Yeah. That's the equivalent of the do or die card from Escape from Colditz, the board game. I'm just gonna heal up a little bit. And, you know, I do like how Aya speaks English when she does the suicide attack, even if it is just bye-bye. There we go! And one for you two. Can we make it a 3? Yes, we can! Alright, what do you got? Nothing. Gonna finish these guys off while the game decides to load the next area. And of course, the next area was a loading screen. Anyway, this next part does rather demonstrate a point that I made earlier. We're gonna have a melee fight in the big fountain area. I mean, just as soon as I clean these guys out and make my way over there. I'm gonna be a little bit more unforgiving lately because I kind of want to earn back another healing gem, you know? Anyway, we had a fight in this area before, but not with this character, and not with these enemies. I mean, it's not much, but, like I say, it's still a good way of keeping the game a little bit more dynamic and fresh, I suppose. Whoa! Hey, I didn't know you could combo those two together. Nice! And given the fact that we have more, powerful enemies in this little brawl, it's kind of obvious that this stage was designed to be played by Aya. I mean, as if the previous army of Mudmen didn't give that bit away. It's kind of fun taking Anna through this stage on free play, because the only way that she can beat the Mudmen is with her suicide attack. She throws a grenade, has a pretty big AoE. Although with that said, free play sort of bends the rules a bit and lets you take 2 people into each level. With the exception of the bike stage, because Aya's the only one whose model fits on the bike. So you can just have Aya or Saki as your P2, and you know, they can take over when the going gets tough. Well, I say those two, because of the 6 characters in the game, they're the only 2 who can do the Mudmen without necessarily hurting themselves. Anna and the DLC characters can't do the Stinger, so they have to either do the Suicide Attack or the Rampage mode. And it makes for some interesting, frantic, and kind of tactical gaming if you take any of the 4... I'm going to pick non-standard characters. And, do you know what? I don't want to do that. It gets a little hard. It's kind of like with the survival mode. It's just 3.5 hours of straight combat, and I don't know how funny I could be throughout that. And I don't think I'm funny at the best of times, so, you know. It's like one of my favorite jokes. I love self-deprecating humor, but I'm really bad at it. What are you guys were shooting at? Was it you? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're gonna die in the end. That was pretty dark, CPC game. Well done. I think we're done. Maybe? Where's the key? Oh, I see. I missed a couple of guys over there. Well done. I love that wiggling hand thing. Have I mentioned that? Now, I'm not going to use a statue fragment to heal up, even though I really do need it. I'm going to head this way and use, well, the actual statue. Bam! Check that out. That lovely, overpowering audio. You'd love it. So yeah, almost every level has a statue, and it's a quick and free way to purify yourself. Although, it is often more risky to get there than it is to just use a fragment from the item menu and hope an enemy drops something. And speaking of which, let's see if these guys drop a health pickup. Probably not. I mean, if they don't, I'll just do some grinding off camera or something like that. I'm going to say that they didn't. That's unfortunate, but not really the end of the world. Yeah, that's a no. Okay, on we go. Text scroll! Yeah, I'm kind of very conscious about including these in the videos, because they really do break up the game flow. But do know that if it wasn't important to the plot for me to leave this one in, then I wouldn't. I even have it on my level notes. Don't cut text. Reach hull, all die. Even had it underlined. And I do like that the background is one of the icons for the level select. Although they did pick the wrong one. This is level 9, and that picture's for level 8. Yeah, I'm reduced to commenting on background assets. That's how boring the text scrolls are and how important this one is. Not important enough for me to stop speaking and let you hear it, but I mean, you can read, surely. And if you can, then you'll probably want to ask yourself, what's the deal with the questions about Saki? They want her because she's got the baneful blood and she's an easy target. It's a diabolical plot! But we shouldn't laugh, it's probably the best they could do on short notice with such a low budget. Sorry, that was really bad. But like, okay, manipulating Saki was the plot of the first game, and manipulating her further was the plot of the second game, so... You know, pattern recognition, guys. You're meant to be the best of the best. At what I do. Bub. And I'm sorry, game, but no. No, you are not allowed to go, but then, in a text scroll like this. It isn't nearly dramatic or dynamic as you want to think that it is. Yeah, how far through this are we? I heard a Himiko just now, so I guess we're nearly there, but... Ah, whatever, we're close enough to being done, right? Alright, so pay attention to most of that. Or some of that, at any rate. The bit where they gave away the location of the hideout, so the next couple of levels aren't nearly as disjointed as you think. Oh, and the budget came back. Time to render all that stuff that we just typed to you. Or whatever. See you later, losers. Metal Gear pose! How do you get over there? That doesn't make any sense. I am a horrible person. But I will never stop laughing at that. She's got a bicycle! Who be riding a bicycle in this arena? Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I don't know where the kid was that was a-riding it, but he ain't on it when he brought it to the ring. If you want one of life's most basic and simple pleasures, go and look up Dusty Rhodes' commentary, because that man is completely insane, and it is just... it's fantastic. That is also fantastic. This whole cutscene is one of the best parts of the game, because abusing the girls aside, this is what the game should be, just stupid spectacle fights. Okay, thankfully that loading screen was long enough for me to calm down some, because this boss fight can be a little bit tricky. This guy's called David, and he's one of the palette-swapped quads, so... I mean, you kinda know how this is gonna go, but he does have a few tricks up his sleeve. Whoa! Sorry about the bloom there, I think this guy decided I wanted to be Halo for a little while. Sorry, Onechanbara, you're not nearly as pretentious to be Halo. Don't let that stop you from trying, though. Jeez. Okay. Also, David is that annoying kid from school with the everything-proof shield. You know the one. I generally try not to get tied up with the fodder at this point, because realistically, David poses a bigger threat than his minions do. Oh, and check that out, he's got instant transmission. That's why he's dangerous. Let's give him some cooldown time and do that thing that I said I'd never do. Now let's finish this. Hopefully in a painless manner. Or not. I thought he had more health than that. I kind of wanted Saki to get the killing blow because of petty revenge. Although I will settle for that badass pose on the windscreen. Look at that. Oh man, you guys. Get ready for a really awkward line of dialogue that only makes sense in the native Japanese. Seriously. 3 lines of dialogue from now, you'll go, what? Or, I mean, I did, anyways. In that exact tone of voice. There it is! That kind of formality only exists in Japan, and nowhere else in the world. So that's really awkward. Also, hey, big plot twist, I guess. Ah, whatever. We're done for now. So join us next time for more Onechanbara, and until next time, goodbye!